Konnichiwa means hello. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel, Chopsticks Karate. I'm Dumpling and this is my senpai Chopstick.
Konnichiwa. We create this channel to share our traditional karate-do goju-ryu trainings with you. I started practicing karate in 2014, then stopped in 2016 because we moved from one state to another a couple of times. In 2019, I resumed the training and Dumpling joined. Every week we train up to 5 days for about 1 hour and a half. Without further ado, let's start. Blocking is more difficult than attack. Attack can use random forms and blocking needs to anticipate the random forms of attack with precise forms. Blocking has a form of defense is receiving. That explains the Japanese word uke that is used in karate and other Japanese martial arts. The meaning of uke is receiving. There are various of blockings in karate. We start with the 3 blockings to follow up our previous video of punches and strikes. Our previous video shows punches in 3 directions: Joran-juki, Shudan-juki, and Geran-juki. In this video, we show the practice of Joran-uke, Shudan-uke, and Geran-uke. Joran-uke is blocking the upper attack, either punches or strikes. The flow of Joran-uke is like this. It looks like an uppercut where my fist is going up straight in the center, and when my fist reaches about my chin, I twist my arm and my fist going 45-degree angle to the opposite direction. While doing that, I must keep my elbow pointing down, not this way where my elbow is going off to my torso, giving a wide opening for an attack. When I need to retract my arm, I will be faster than I do this. Besides, if I do this, I rely the force on my shoulder, which is weaker than I rely the force on my torso and core. I do Joran-uke this way to minimize the impact of the attack. The flow of the force of the attack is likely to slide down along the angle of my uke, but if the block attack is like this, the impact creates more damage to my arm, wrist, and arm. It will likely, with a stronger blow my opponent makes, will get into my head. Joran-uke not only gives defense to Joran-juki, but also against other strikes or blows that's coming from above, like tetsui, hammer hand, or opponents with striking objects like a knife or a stick. Joran-uke is not too close to my head. That makes the block useless, nor is it too far, which causes losing the strength because the force relies on the shoulder instead of the torso. There are some other uke to block the similar attacks from above, which I will share through another session. Let's do it one by one. One thing I need to remember in most of the hand techniques, elbow plays a very important role. It must stay close to the ribs. Most of the moves of the elbows going front and back, not side to side. Yes, there are some techniques require elbows going side to side, but not so many. Joran-uke, middle part.
Walk on the road. Walk right side, safe. Walk left side, safe. Walk middle. Sooner or later, get the squish, just like grip. Here, karate, same thing. Either you karate do yes, or karate do no. You karate do gesso, just like grip. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Goju-ryu practices circular flow. Wax on, wax off.
First wash all the car, then wax.
Wait, why do I have to watch all the car?
Remember, dear, no question.
Yeah, but
Right? Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off. Breathe in through nose, out the mouth. Wax on, wax off. Don't forget to breathe. Very important.
While other karate styles tend to move in linear form, it is more difficult to generate the force with circular flow. But circular flow is smoother and reduce impact. In Judan Uke, I don't do the uke like this, like going from one side to another, but more like a wiper in a car windshield. My sensei shares the secret of doing Judan Uke, which is more like a hooking technique. The uke is wiping circular. At the end of the move, I retract my arm closer to my body, with elbow closing my rib. You see, it looks like hooking. When I perform the circular form, my force comes from my core and torso, but if I do it in the linear form, I rely almost entirely on my arm strength. The same like Joran uke, there are some other uke to block the middle part attack, and you are right, I will share them in another session. Now Geran uke. Although there are some differences on the terminology of Geran uke and Geran barai, I use the term Geran barai instead of Geran uke. Geran barai is sweeping technique more than a blocking technique. As I mentioned just now, Goju practices circular form, so my Geran barai is circular like needles on a wall clock, going counterclockwise. I'm not doing the linear form like this, which is easier to do and creates snappy sounds when I perform kata. Some things I need to share about Geran barai. 1. I do not do Geran barai like this. Why? Because more likely some attacks use kicks instead of a lower punch or a strike. When I block a kick doing this, something painful happens. My sensei broke his wrist when he was young doing this. The bone of the leg is much bigger than the bone of the wrist, and the force of the kick is much stronger than the force of the strike. Never I do the frontal block of a kick using my arms like this. So this explains the benefit of a circular form in Geran barai. I deflect the attack to the side instead of crashing my arm into the incoming force. My sensei's advice to me, try hard not to block a kick with my wrist. Dodge it instead. Divert the kick, going around it. Geran barai also can be used as an attack, a lower attack. That will be all for the 3 uke I shared today. Because Dumpling is not an equal height as me, I cannot show you the practice of Joran uke, Churan uke, and Geran barai to stop Joran chuki, Churan chuki, and Geran chuki. But why won't I give it a try? Come on, Dumpling. I will lower my body so I could stand at the same height. That's it for today from us. We'd love to have you back in another session and gladly for you to give likes for our videos. Subscribe to this Chopsticks Karate channel for more content. Thank you for your support and do karate.
Arigatou gozaimashita.